Let's now go to Stephen Mbide, who is standing by in Lugogo, a tax dialogue and on growth of business. Let's get the latest on what's happening there. A very good morning, Stephen.
Yes, good morning to you, Chris. Inside this room at the Nakawa Wuma Showgrounds, it's a multi-purpose hall. The business community is beginning to take their seats here in the hall. I'm going to be speaking to an official from URA, from Kasita, the CEO, but also one of the people who are a trader, a business community from the downtown Kampala. I request them to come closer to me as we have this quick chat about the business environment and what they need, what they think they need to be done to make sure you have a better business community environment down in Kampala, but also across Uganda. Good morning to you and your name and where you're operating from.
Good morning, our viewers. My name is Ntulume Idris Siraj. I happen to run a business in Chikubo, that's Sena Traders, Chikubo. It's located on Haji, I've forgotten the name of the...
Lauda, and what you're operating?
Yeah,
what you think, what is hurting you as a person operating a business, but also how you think this engagement can help you?
Basically, as a business personnel, we look forward to enlighten us on how the taxes can be levied in this meeting, because you find that most of the people in Chikubo are not yet well versed about the new system. I don't know whether you know about the e-freeze system the URA uses to collect tax from the traders in Chikubo. You find that not so many people know about the system, unless a few class of people. So I think we need more enlightenment to the community, because there's some local traders who even never went to school. So I think that we need to let them know before we attack them aggressively. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much. You were talking about the taxes and how they are hurting the business community. Let me also engage someone from URA, Uganda Revenue Authority, coming this side. First of all, I know you as Masembe. The other name?
I'm Michael Masembe, the acting manager for tax education at URA. As URA, we're here glad that the Kasita leadership has invited us to take part in this engagement. Of course, they have addressed to us issues that are relating to the challenges that the taxpayers, the business community is facing, relating to the usage of the electronic fiscal and receipting and invoicing solution, the digital tracking solutions, the importation of goods processes, their delays and challenges within the freight, within the administration of the taxes, issues around valuation. And so we have your senior management here today. We have the Commissioner General here today, and we hope the business community will join us. The numbers that we have so far are very encouraging.
The gentleman here is talking about e-freeze and the issue of education for the business community downtown. Many of them are operating businesses. Many of them would want to operate businesses, but the systems that you use, many of them are not aware about them. Yes. And this is a key in their operating environment.
Yes, it's a challenge that we cannot run away from. The level of tax illiteracy in the country is still low. It's a job for us as the URA, the tax administration, to see that the processes, the systems that we are using to assist taxpayers are actually known to them. They are actually simple to use. They are easy to use. And it's through engagements like these that we make this information come across to taxpayers so they know what to do or where to find a solution in case they are stuck within a URA process. Yes.
We'll get back to you, Masembe, Michael Masembe from URA, but let me also engage the CEO of Kampala City Traders Association Uganda, Abel Mwesije, is the CEO. Yeah. You are the hosts for this tax dialogue. You have officials from Ministry of Finance, officials from Ministry of Trade are also going to be here. But what are you going to be really seeking to get from these traders who are business community who are going to come here for this engagement this morning?
Thank you so much. To begin with, my name is Rotarian Abel Mwesije, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer, Kasita Uganda. It's our mandate as Kasita to support businesses across the country. And secondly, we are here to advocate for these businesses. So as the hosts today, we realized that there is a big gap between the business community and then the tax implementers, that is URA. So the reason why we have this engagement, which we are going to have on an annual basis, is to provide a platform whereby we as representatives, we bring on board these real traders to actually air out and witness, with these tax implementers. Key on point why we are here today, we are about to end the financial year. This month and next month, we presume there is going to be a lot of enforcement from URA because they are closing the budget, So, but during that time, we always realize that there is this issuance of unfair and abnormal tax assessments, for example, which usually bring these scuffles. Now, so we realize that most of these assessments are as a result of URA officials not understanding how we operate our businesses here. And two, we have different systems, as my colleague mentioned. When you move downtown there, the issue of EFRIS, it's a good system. But then, when you look at the cost that it adds on the business as a system, not its operation, which is usually not known or being made aware for these traders, so they usually bring these, these alarms. When we get to the importing community, we are witnessing a lot of changes on a daily basis in these valuation guidelines. A person will go to China having known a certain value for what he's going to bring. By the time he reaches the bond or at the time of clearing, values have shot up. So, and I mean, these change in values, they do affect our business planning. They do unnecessarily, of course, increase these prices. And, we are in this market that is a bit sensitive right now. People are really poor. But also we realize that there is this bigger gap where what is happening out there in the field, when we engage URA, they seem not to understand. And so this is why we want to always be on the same platform.
Thank you.
Now, when we talk of tax education, let's be practical. Let these people air out their concerns and then let URA make commitments.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Abel Mwesije, CEO Kasita. You have the final word as URA, because these two gentlemen are also talking about tax avoidance. They were talking about IFRIS and the system. When you're trying to see that the traders, business community are able to pay the taxes, they are affordable, they are equitable, what needs to be done? What would you tell the business community when you as URA, you are here in this engagement?
It's the day-long discussion that we're going to have here today, especially from us as URA coming to terms and appreciating the challenges that the business community is going through. Of course, it will be self-defeating for us to implement systems that the taxpayers, the business community is not aware of. We must be a business enabler as Uganda Revenue Authority. We must administer taxes in a way that gives competitive advantage to our business community, because where we fail at that, it means we will not.
As you are regulating these taxes, you have to make sure that you have to know that these guys are just coming out of COVID-19. They're just trying to rebound back.
Yes.
And when you're so hard when you are implementing and enforcing taxes on them.
Exactly, that is what we want to tackle, and it is that commitment that Kasita alluded to that we want to really talk about and make in this engagement. And that's why we have the URA senior management today to make that and take that message home in this discussion.
Thank you so much, Michael Masembe, business leader. One last word?
Yeah. Lastly, since the CEO of Kasita is here, it's a bridge. Kasita is a bridge between the traders and the URA. They listen to Kasita more than the local traders. It doesn't make sense closing up businesses downtown, because they've approached us several times. And you try to explain to them, they'll be like, that is what we've told you. You need to be compliant, you need to join IFRIS, and they don't know anything about IFRIS. So I strongly urge Kasita to be a bridge that can help the local traders to find a way on how they can talk with the URA to give more space and time for the local community and other traders to get along with IFRIS. Yeah, because I think it's better to give it more time than losing people, because I can tell you, ever since IFRIS was brought in Chikubo, around like 20% of traders have left. 20%. So that means if nothing is done, it will become worse. Yeah, so that's
Thank you. The name again?
My name is Ntulume Idris Siraj from Sena Traders, Chikubo.
Okay, Ntulume Idris, Michael Masembe from URA, and Abel Mwesije from Kasita, Uganda. Thank you so much, gentlemen. And I know this conversation is just beginning, because they're going to be here for the whole day as they engage the business community, Ministry of Trade, Industry and Cooperatives, Ministry of Finance, Kasita, and the entire business operating environment. They are seeking to see that the tax regime is fair enough, and they are able to operate as they are able to collect the taxes, and they are able to lead this community. Stephen Imbide on Fefeso Chibuga, I would like to say thank you so much for being a part of Morning at NTV from 6:30. Priscilla Regina Roga, Chris Igenya have been with you, with the entire team here on Morning at NTV. We shall see you tomorrow, 6:30. Keep it here on Morning at NTV. Masuze Mutia with Faida Nakazwe is coming on at 9 a.m.